Nyojong and welcome to another story session. Today's story is very short. It's for those who prefer shorter stories or for those who don't have the time to listen to longer stories but still want to get their daily dose of scary stories in. This one is for you. Enjoy. I have recently moved in to live with my older brother in his house. The reason is that I have recently graduated from college and needed a place to stay and didn't want to move back in with my parents. Also, my place of work is closer to my brother's house, so it's more convenient. My brother has three children, with the oldest, my niece, being 9 years old, her sister 8 years old, and their brother 6 years old. My two nieces share a room together, and my nephew has his own room. So the only room left is the room down in my brother's basement, where he and his wife had converted into an office room. A week before I moved in with my brother, he cleaned my sister-in-law's stuff from the office room and turned the room into a bedroom. The room is big enough to fit a medium-sized bed and still has enough space for me to set up my desktop. In the morning, the room is well lit and comfortable enough for me to stay down there for hours on end. However, during the night, it gets very cold and dark because there isn't any window. So once I turned off the lights, the room is pitch black. Also, the room seems to be soundproof or something because it's dead silence during the nighttime. The first few nights, I slept soundly and wasn't bothered by anything or anyone. My older brother told my nieces and nephews to not go down in the basement and play in the office room anymore because that has become my room and doesn't want them to bother me. Before it was my room, my nieces and nephew would always go down there and play inside the room. Because of his generosity, I told my brother I will help him babysit my nieces and nephews for him when he goes to work. I work first shift and my brother works second shift, so I am home before he goes to work. So our schedule worked out well. So for the first couple of days, I would babysit my nieces and nephews until my older brother comes back home and puts them to sleep. Even though my nieces and nephew are young, they don't really need me watching them because they would all just play together, either in their room or in the living room. Then, one night during the weekend, I came home late and was a little buzzed because I was out partying and was too tired to go down to my room. I decided to just sleep on the sofa in the living room. I must have been sleeping for an hour or so before I was awakened by a voice. The voice said, "Mommy, we can't go play in the basement anymore." I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight mode and shone it towards where the voice was coming from. I was relieved when I saw that it was my nephew and not a ghost child. So I got up and walked over to him and asked why he was up, but he ignored my question and just said, "Mommy went down to your room, uncle." Then he looked at me and asked, "Can I go play with mommy down in your room?" I was tired, so I told him, "Your mommy isn't down there." Then picked him up and took him back to his room. When I tucked my nephew into his bed, he grabbed my arm and said, "Can you go tell mommy to come sleep with me? I'm scared." I patted his head and said, "Sure, now go to sleep." I closed my nephew's door and started walking towards the basement stair to head down to my room. When I got to the basement door, I stopped and thought to myself, wait a minute, my sister in law passed away a year ago. Then I heard footsteps climbing up the stairs from down the basement. Alrighty, guys, and that concludes this story. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. If you didn't, click the dislike button. If you have any questions, any comments, write them down in the comment section. Until next time. Wait, hold on. Did I forget something? Oh, yes. Consider subscribing to my YouTube channel to help and support me. Thank you. Damn. Okay, yeah. Until next time, take care, guys. Goodbye. Bye bye now.